Hey, Scarefest fans, this is Joe Lewis, Bonehead Weekly, coming back from you from that secret location, that I was in last week. Here to talk about a monster picture. A monster picture I wanted to see in the theater and just didn't get a chance to see. And today we're going to talk about Godzilla Minus One. Is it the best Godzilla movie ever made? No, I don't know. I have a lot of attachment to the original one, whether that be the actual Japanese version or the Americanized version where they added Raymond Burr to cut back and forth. I like them both for different reasons. Is it better than those? Is it the most heartfelt Godzilla movie ever made? Absolutely. So the thing is, for some of you all who haven't seen it, it just dropped on Netflix. For some of you, like I'm about to say, you're going to love it, but some of you I don't think are going to love it. So if you love those new Godzilla movies or King Kong X Godzilla, which I like them too, like I've talked about them on here before, my son loves them. If you love those movies and all you want to do is watch giant kaiju beat the shit out of each other, and you really don't care about the human characters, this is not the movie for you in any way. This movie, Godzilla does show up in the first few minutes, but it is not the kind of Godzilla movie where that happens. Now they tried to do something similar with this with the first Godzilla movie that they made in America a few years ago out of this new creature Legendary started with creature features with Aaron Johnson, blah blah blah, whatever his name, Kick-Ass, and Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston's fantastic in that movie, but a lot of people complain not enough Godzilla to the end. There's Godzilla throughout this one, but you are going to be pulling for the guy and the girl and the kid's going to break your heart. And some people are going to get a little bit emotional about this. This is a good emotional movie. It really is. I know we're talking about a Godzilla movie, but it's an emotional film. The only complaint I can throw at it is that acting in some scenes is a little over the top, but I don't know necessarily that that's me or if it's cultural. And I watched the dub version. Now, you can on Netflix, you can watch it dubbed in English, or you can watch the Japanese with English subtitles. I watched the dub version simply because I need to get through it and things are going on, but I just get pulled into it because the movie's really not about Godzilla. It's about your kind of your main character and a redemption. It's a redemption story. I love redemption stories. I don't know why, but I do. And it's set during right after the Second World War. It's barely recovered. Japan's barely recovered. And of course, Godzilla shows up and starts to cause a ruckus. He's not a good guy like he is in the new movies. He's a bad, big old thunder lizard. And the movie just looks great. Monster, for the most part, looks great. They made him tubby, kind of, the way he walks. I kind of like it. It's really they CGI'd kind of a throwback to what the original man in the suit kind of looks like and walks. I enjoyed it. I really like this movie. The two main characters are who you're going to be pulling for. There's some tragedy. Not everybody, just to let you know up front, gets out of it alive. And it's weird because you're just sitting there really invested into the human story because it's about a kamikaze pilot who's kind of a coward and can't complete his mission and thus is ostracized because kamikaze pilots aren't supposed to come back home from war. They're kamikaze pilots. They're not supposed to do that. So it's fascinating. It's a great story and his journey and his arc of the main character. So should you watch Godzilla Minus One on Netflix right now? Yes. Fantastic story. I can't believe they got that good of a story out of a Godzilla movie. Godzilla's been told so many times, but they got it out of it. I just loved all of it. Like I said, the only criticism I can throw out, some of it's a little ham-handed as far as the acting and is it or is it the bad dub? It's not even a bad dub, but is it the dubbing and just doesn't work as well for American audience? I don't know. I loved Godzilla Minus One. I can't recommend it enough. So if you've got Netflix and you want to watch a monster movie with an actual heart, where you're actually going to care about the people, check out Godzilla Minus One on Netflix. This is Joe Lewis, Bonehead Weekly. I can't say it enough. Godzilla Minus One. The hype's true. It's really that. It's pretty damn good. It's that good.